Welcome to this week's edition of Mainely Motorsports, as we're opening the show and bringing you most of the show right here from Beach Ridge Motor Speedway, here with my good friend, and I talk about this all the time. Motorsports has introduced me to so many people, and it would have never happened if it hadn't been for racing here at Beach Ridge. And I want to welcome Dan Walker, you know who Dan is, back to the set of Mainly Motorsports, back to the show, and back to the perch here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway.
Yeah, we're on location tonight. You're right. Good friends goes back to our parents sitting over there in the grandstands. And, I was when you were a racing star. I was far from a racing star. You were running the Wildcat back when they had 4 divisions of Wildcats. Yeah.
Rolly and Gloria sat with us and they cheered for me. My mom cheered for you. Matter of fact, my mom's here tonight. First time she's been to Beach Ridge in I don't know how many years. So pretty excited. It's a place that now I travel so much with the show and everything we do, but I still call Beach Ridge home.
Yeah. This is home for a lot of people. You know, a lot of people come and go, but it's always going to be home, and it's always a place you'll call home. I'll call home, and many people that have passed through here will always call home. And you know, another good night tonight. We've been really lucky with the weather all year. Only one rain out so far, knock on wood. And looking for a good show here tonight with the mods in town, and hopefully everything's nice and smooth.
Now, I want to talk about, you know, I spent most of my career either racing or owning cars, now the TV show. You worked here. Early years, you were on the fire crew. You know, you advanced up, you've done a lot of publicity stuff here, media stuff for them. I think the favorite job you ever had, for me, was to be the corner 3 worker that got to hand that checkered flag when Beach Ridge changed the policy of letting people do the pick the flag up on the front stretch, hand them their flag to take their victory lap. Mm-hmm. And there ain't nothing better than giving a guy a flag for his first ever win.
Absolutely. When they closed off the front opening out front there, they had no way to get the winning flag down to the window, so they decided to do it at the 3-turn wall.
Go ahead.
This is live, folks. Go ahead, June.
Could you have Keith take a ride down to Corey Sanborn's car, find his brother, tell him I can do that radio check for him now if he wants to check the receiver frequency?
10-4. Doesn't get any more live than this, folks.
Yeah, so Dan, this is what he does.
Keith Petrin, could you report to 29 Pro, please? Keith Petrin, 29 Pro. So anyways, what we were talking about, handing out the flags, we started doing that at the 3-turn wall, and I was very lucky. I got to hand out flags to a lot of people, and the first career win was always the best because they were beaming inside the car. But I also got to hand a few flags to my son on Thursday, but that was probably, you nailed it, one of my top highlights from here. Yeah.
And now to be the guy in the tower, and I had a conversation with Charlie Johnson a couple years ago about the urinal. How many trips do you think you've walked in that bathroom over the years? The great Johnson family out of Hollis. How many? Think of the greats that have walked up them stairs, maybe in jest or mad or complaining, and the Walsenhums, the Cusacks, the Drews, to this era of the Pastories, the Rowe, the Rogers.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a unique place, and for you to come up through the ranks, and as a driver, you know, almost, but on the side of this.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I like it. I've done a lot of different jobs here, but we have the original sound system, which is just on hand for a conversation piece that was in the old tower that here was maybe only like a third of this size, and the original microphone is up here in the ceiling. But yeah, there's been a lot of history here. You know, Paul Forrest was up here as a pit steward, Cliff Westcott, Ralph Rice, Bruce Wainwright. There's been so many people pass through here, and when you talk about drivers that have probably come up, I can't even begin to imagine, you know, what kind of star power has stepped foot up in here. So that's the cool end of it. You know, it has its moments. You know, things get, you know, heated on the racetrack at times.
And I bet those guys,
deal with somebody,
guys all got yelled at, just like you get yelled at.
Yeah,
it's nothing to do with you,
right?
But it's
I mean, afterwards we're all good and everything's good. But yeah, it's a kind of a unique position. There's just a lot of history, like you said. Yeah.
No, and to be a part of it and everything you've done, and grow up here, and the people and the friends you've met, and I felt like, you know, this is one of the more exciting. I remember when Past 400 happened, and I was rolling back in here with a super late model. the modified, so much history here at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. My first time back as a car owner here with a modified, honoring great friends of mine, George and Ann Poulin, that own Danny Poulin's car. You know, I just felt it was fitting, and so excited to be here with the mod in front of my home crowd. You know what I mean? And you know, things have changed a lot over the years, but it's still Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. And I was talking to Andy earlier tonight, and that's the coolest thing. You'll see a lot of people here that might be their only trip this year to Beech Ridge, and it's because of the mods, you know, and a lot of history in that division. Ralph Cusack, you know, the famed 61, Homer Drew, Dick Walsingham, you know what I mean?
That's the thing. I mean, we don't have any tours anymore to speak of, but the one thing that Andy has always kept is the modified, you know, once a year. And I've already seen people walking around tonight that I haven't seen all year, so I know there's some, you know, validity to what you say there. And you know, whenever you see the mods here, it always takes you back to those days when it was a weekly division, and you know, things evolve and things happen, but it's always good to at least get that good feel once a year.
No, absolutely. So it's been an honor to become friends with you. All you've done with us on the show, the off-season shows, and you know, you take your job very serious. You have so much pride. I call you, if there was a prom at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, this guy would be the king of the prom, and my co-host Amy would be the queen of the prom.
You may be right there.
No, there's no doubt. You guys bleed Beech Ridge colors, and unbelievable. I mean, Andy, I know he's pleased to have you and you know, you here, and you know, everything you bring to the track and through the social media stuff and all you do. And I appreciate the friendship. I appreciate, you know, just knowing you love what you do, and that's what short track racing needs, is more Dan Walkers.
Well, I do like what I do, and I always made a promise to myself when it wasn't fun anymore I wouldn't do it. But you know, you're a good friend, and I admire what you do. You know,
we don't get to get into a suck fest here.
What you're doing with this dream ride and all that is, I mean, I'm kind of on the fringe of that, but what you're doing with that is fantastic, and I hope that continues down the road. But it's fun being just a little small piece of things. And and everybody listens to you. We saw you in action. You got to get them lined up, and I don't want to get you fired, but I appreciate you, bud. Appreciate everything you do. We're here to enjoy a great night of racing. You're going to see great feature action. We'll have all the interviews with the winners, modified. Hopefully we raise some more money for the Dream Ride Racing team. Really excited about that, and excited about everything that's going to take place here tonight at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with some feature action.
I'm Melinda. My husband Steve and I operate E-Keys for Cars in Saco. E-Keys is family-owned with over 20 years in the car key business. Need an extra key? We promise to provide the best quality at a good price. Walk-ins are always welcome with no appointment ever needed. You'll be in and out in minutes. And yes, E-Keys still handles emergencies. But why wait? E-Keys for Cars, Route 1 on the Auto Mile in Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road Wiscasset, is celebrating 50 years as the fastest track in the state of Maine. Join us for great events all season long, like the Coastal 200 and the Boss Hog 150, plus visits from NEMA, the 350, Smack Supermods, Nell Car Legends, and more. For complete details, go to WiscassetSpeedway.com or find us and like us on Facebook. Wiscasset Speedway, celebrating 50 years as Maine's biggest and fastest.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at WiscassetSpeedway.com.
This Saturday has already been an improvement. His car's engine survives. And every other competitor thanks you.
All right, it's been a big few weeks for you. This is secondary of what's taking place, becoming a new dad and everything, but still pretty special in here. Win on Valente Modified night here at Beechers Motor Speedway.
It is. It was a good night. Last week didn't go very good with me. I dumped 8 quarts of oil all over the track in the heat race, so it makes up for last week, but it doesn't make up. But I have my boy in the stands and everything for the first time, and having a picture taken with him, it was a pretty good feeling.
Now you've raced how many years?
It's my 24th year.
24 years. You've won multiple features. You've won championships.
Yep.
But talk about the feeling of the girlfriend coming out with the baby, knowing that you were getting ready to pose for your first picture with your son. What emotion? It don't even matter that you're at a racetrack, does it, at that point?
It doesn't. It was a good feeling to have that happen and everything. I was thinking about it the last couple laps because I knew she was here and everything, and it was just a really good feeling to have it come out. And then when I saw him coming over and I saw him out there with her and everything, it was just a big smile on my face.
Yeah, because you can never take that first one and win. And his first picture, and when he's 6 and he's 8 and you're still doing this, and he's saying, "Why don't you win? When can we go back to victory lane?" But no, great run by you. Good points night for you. I mean, I know you're back a ways, but hey, we've seen it happen in the past. I think back a few years ago, Louis Anderson, 30 or 40 out with 3 to go, and had those 3 magical weeks. So you can do it the same as Louis did, and other people have done it.
That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to dig the rest of the year and hopefully get a couple more wins and just dig.
Big night here at Beechers Motor Speedway for Nate Levitt. Goes to victory lane on Valente Modified night. Brings his son, 2-week-old son, to victory lane to pose in victory lane. So it don't get much bigger than that, Nate. Good luck the rest of the year, and congratulations from all of us on Mainely Motorsports.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, that was a big win for Nate Levitt. Like I said in the interview, puts him back in that championship hunt, but nothing gets any bigger than winning a race and having that newborn child. And some kids got to wait a lifetime to get to victory lane with a dad that races, or an uncle or a grandfather or something. This baby only had to wait 2 weeks, so pretty exciting times, and kind of a small world. As the baby's mom, Kayla, is actually her mom, Kelly, I went to school with, and it was kind of ironic. My 35th class reunion took place Saturday night at Fireside Inn over in Westbrook. Myself, Kelly O'Brien, Pam Eastman, which used to be Pam Estes, and Willie Davis. Everybody knows Willie Davis from Facebook. We were all at Beechers Motor Speedway, so we had our own class reunion right there. So, but congratulations to Nate, Kayla, the new baby. Pretty exciting. Already been to victory lane. Only place to go up, and now it makes things tougher, Nate, to try to keep doing that. So, great job by Nate. We'll take a break. We come back. Got some Sports Series highlight. One of the toughest divisions in all of motorsports and all of New England. Sports Series at Beechers Motor Speedway. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on Mainly Motorsports.
Looking for a great time, great people, and great food? Then visit New England's #1 biker destination, Bentley's Saloon, owned by legendary super-modified driver Bentley Warren. Bentley's is a biker bar that welcomes everyone. Staying in the area, Bentley's has their own full-service campground right on site. Tuesdays, Bentley's Cruise Night attracts car enthusiasts from all over New England. Located on Route 1 in Arundel, Bentley's Saloon guarantees a great time. Check out the fun at BentleySaloon.com and see why Bentley says, who has more fun than us?
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
the Sports Series race, Matt Dow, and second win of the year, Matt. But it seems that those race wins when they come in as a tour in town, just a little bit more special, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it's always a bigger crowd and different people to see you win. Track's always a little different rubber down. We won this race 2 years ago, so we sort of knew where the car needed to be come feature time, and we had it pretty close, so I was just hoping it wasn't going to tighten up, and it stayed pretty decent throughout the night.
Yeah, no, and it's that class of Sports Series. There's like one of 12 of you every week that whoever hits it right is going to win because it's that close, and tonight was no different.
Yeah. No, definitely. Every week, it's we're all pretty close, but then someone hits it each week. It's tough to be that guy every week, but we're all trying.
No, and a great night for you, and great night for the whole 84 team. A good points night.
Yep.
I mean, I know you're back in the points, but in this, you get a couple weeks that you're on a run.
Yeah.
Clyde had a malfunction tonight, so a good point night for you.
Yep.
And let's talk about your sponsors. You got some sponsors.
Yeah.
That have been with you forever.
Yeah, I mean, I got to thank Hughes Company. Out of South Portland, Hughes Bodies. They've been with me since I've raced for 15 years now. They've always been great. In Reading Truck Bodies, they're with me. And Heavy Duty Services, my friend owns a heavy duty garage. And then my own business, Dow Excavating, I started this year. And my wife's daycare, Mal's Pals Childcare.
No, huge night for everybody that ends up in Victory Lane, but something more special to do it with a crowd, a touring series, and people now say, oh, Matt Dow. They start seeing the name on the internet.
Yep.
They start recognizing it. So great run for the 84 team over here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway tonight at the Sports Series. Well, what started the night out as a great championship battle took a turn for the worse for Clyde Hennessy as he was unable to finish the race, and him and Joey Pastore rolled into the night even. So Joey's got like 4 or 5 races left to go, and Joey's got a little bit of a cushion now, but anything could change in that class as it's one tough division. So congratulations to Matt Dow, Dow Excavation number 84. So we'll take a break. When we come back, the Pro Series. Not a lot of cars, not the car counts they're used to, but still some of the toughest competition on a weekly basis at any track throughout the country.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale. Even the 2020s. Up to $16,000 off travel trailers. Up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes. Up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available. Trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by
Scott's Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scott's Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations and online at scottsrecreation.com.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
eventful if we hadn't had that magic day last September when you won the pass race here. But still, to win a weekly race at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway, it's officially checked them all off.
It really has, but you know, I'll tell you, these guys that race here are some of the toughest guys I've ever raced against. So they're all good, every one of them.
No, absolutely. And tonight, I mean, you had a rocket ship. I mean, it was from the onset. You know, it was just a matter of time before you took the lead.
We did have a good car. I mean, we've been struggling a little bit lately, but we just went back to the basics and just went completely over the car. I mean, we have before, but it just seemed like everything came together tonight.
When I sit at a racetrack and I hear the name Gary Smith, I also think of Uncle Henry's.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's a sponsor that's been with you forever. So it makes these nights that much more special because they're so hard to come by, especially as our careers go on and on. The competition gets tougher and race wins are harder to come by.
Well, it was funny. We spent the day with Uncle Henry's today. We went to the Rockland parade down there and showed the car down there. And he shook my hand and said, "Good luck tonight. I hope you win." And sure enough,
talk about that relationship.
Oh, it's been through
20 plus years.
Yeah, it's been 27 years, and they're always there for me. I mean, every single year it's no problem. I just call them. You know, they're all set to go, and you know, it's been a really good relationship. And you know, we try to pay back and do some things for them, you know, as well. So, you know, I think it's been a very good relationship.
So, one of the only guys, all in New England, to win every track in the state of Maine. Gary Smith, he put the exclamation point on it tonight, took Uncle Henry's to victory lane here at Beach Ridge Motor Speedway, and still got a few races left. I know you're chasing that championship, and you're not dead yet.
No, we're going to Spud tomorrow. So.
Get some rest.
I will.
All right, congratulations, Gary.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, anybody that was at Beach Ridge last September and watched the Pro All-Star Series event and watched how much Gary Smith dominated the likes of Reed Lampher, Jeff Taylor, Curtis Gary. He had the same thing this past Saturday, and wow, they brought a fast race car. Son Jesse, the crew chief, they hit it. You know, every once in a while, everybody hits it. I don't call it lucky. I call it you hit it, and they hit it that night. And but brings me to the uniqueness. You heard it in the interview, talking about longevity and a sponsor. Uncle Henry's has been with him for 20 plus years. Can you think of any other sponsors out there, maybe not present, but have been with a company or a team or a driver for years? If they've been there, I want to hear from them. Send me a message on Facebook. We'll talk about it on an upcoming show. A sponsor that's maybe supported you through your whole career at Speedway 95, White Mountain Motorsports Park, Wiscasset through 3 realms of ownership, Oxford, Beach Ridge. You know, Gary Smith been all over the state. Star Speedway, Lease USA Speedway. We know we got them. We got those ones that have been supportive of you or your race team. So I want to hear about it. And could be an upcoming winter episode talking about the relationships and how you made it last as long as you have. So congratulations to Gary Smith, Uncle Henry's, Bud and Ray's, synonymous with that car number 75. So we'll take a break. We'll come back and talk about some things coming up over the next couple of weeks that if you're looking for something to do, big events, good events, fun events, right here in the state of Maine. Welcome to Mainely Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling to Mainely Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Biddeford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Well, welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and big event coming up this weekend. Something I used to do forever back when Alicia was in the karting world was the Mainly Motorsports 400. Had a great time putting on the event, giving people the opportunity to race for big trophies, race for some money. That prestigious event that every short track throughout New England, throughout the country, looks to have one or two of them events in a season. And this weekend at Richmond Karting Speedway, it's the Go-Karters event. We do one over at Bartlett Bridge. It's coming up in September. I do in conjunction with Lee Mortensen. But this one, we're doing it with a bunch of great sponsors. Pretty excited about what's taking place. A lot of people excited about participating in their first ever Mainly Motorsports 400. And they want to know what it's about. And I just tell them it's an event. It's a race event. We take it and make it more than just a race. We make it an event, make the kids feel special, make the adults feel special, make the whole event something beyond just a go-kart race. And a young man that picked up his first win, out-of-state win, over there at Claremont Motorsports Park a few weeks ago, Hunter Bennett, will be traveling down from up in the Bangor area, and he's looking forward to making his first ever start in a Mainly Motorsports 400. And it's so neat, and everybody's talking about it, and that's what you want in a big race, much like what happened up at Spud Speedway this past weekend. Everybody's talking about it, and that's what we have to do with short track racing. Is we need people to go home and tell their friends what they did the week before or the night before. And, oh, I was at Beech Ridge, or I was at Oxford, or I was here, and man, you should have been there. You got to make people, and that's what this go-kart race started out doing. We built it up, went away for a few years. Now we're hoping to bring it back. And like I said, I've seen so many kids come through the ranks and watch them grow up in front of my eyes. And last Thursday night over at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, a kid and his family that was huge supporters of Mainly Motorsports, still are, as with a contingency sponsor, a scroll sponsor through G&K Motors. Unbelievable. Parker Varney picks up his first win in a legend over there at the Thursday Thunder program. Been close on a few occasions, and really been running well the last few years, and finally got that monkey off his back. And congratulations to George and Karen Parker. You know, older brother Dylan runs a sports series up around Wiscasset, you know, going to college. But a great family, great support of motorsports, and finally to pick up that first win. And saw this young fella, sold him his first go-kart, and now he's in the Legends, and watched a lot of them come through the ranks, and watching Hunter Bennett this weekend, watching the kids' karts, watching some of the other kids coming up through. Well, a lot of new names are going to be to me. It's not like I've been running it like we were running it in years past, but there's going to be some newbies, and we're excited about it. So much like everything else that's going on, you know, you got that event. The following weekend over at Wiscasset Speedway, Mainly Motorsports Night. If you've never been to a Mainly Motorsports Night, you got to take it and spend the $5 and come over. We have the raffles, we do the kids' bike races, we do the trophies, we bring the athletes, involve them in Victory Lane. I'm involved in Victory Lane. I'm working the crowd. I'm having a good time with Ken Minot up in the tower. So just mark your calendar, August 17th. Wicked Good will be in attendance, and Elcar Legends, maybe Parker Varney pick up another win, hand him a trophy. Just so excited to be there that night. you know, you got Ollie Silver race at Lee this weekend. If you're watching this on the internet Friday, still a chance to get over there. The granddaddy of all granddaddies coming up, Oxford 250. Not just a race, it's an event. It's a Sunday big deal, but that race Saturday, I was talking to some people the other day, MRS, the in attendance, not MRS, Tri-Track Modified Series, which the same modifieds that race MRS are very similar. They'll be there with the Actor. It's going to be a great Saturday night. If you can't make Sunday, make Saturday night. It'll be a packed house up there at Oxford, you know, the weekend of the 24th, 25th, and we'll be there and bringing you all the highlights. And we got to start talking to some of these guys and see what their 250 chances are, and I'm really excited about that. So much to do. The season's coming to an end, but there's still plenty of great racing to happen. Get out there, support your local short tracks. We do it each and every week. We saw something magical happen at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway this past Saturday, and we're going to come back and we're going to show you the highlights and hear from a very elated winner over there at the Modified Racing Series.
We know Maine is hard on cars, so when your ignition won't turn or you lose your key, that just adds insult to injury. Why tow it? E-Keys for Cars technicians will solve your problem in your dooryard or at the mall and get you back on the road. AAA member? You should be. Your AAA locksmith coverage comes right off the bill. E-Keys for Cars, Maine's fast, affordable solution to your car key and lock problems. On the Auto Mile, Route 1, Saco.
E-Keys for Cars.
Our family has been in business since 1972. I'm Johnny Wolf. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. 21st Century Motors now offers low-rate credit union financing and first-time buyer programs. We have a large selection of vehicles starting at $49.90. Quality vehicles and guaranteed repairs. Come see why more than 50% of our business is repeat or referral. Visit us today on Route 25 in Gorham, Maine, or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
From our family to your family.
Wiscasset Speedway, west on the road, Wiscasset is celebrating 50 years as the fastest track in the state of Maine. Join us for great events all season long, like the Coastal 200 and the Boss Hog 150, plus visits from NEMA, the 350, Smack Supermods, Nell Car Legends, and more. For complete details, go to WiscassetSpeedway.com or find us and like us on Facebook. Wiscasset Speedway, celebrating 50 years as Maine's biggest and fastest.
You don't have to wait until the end of camping season to get your best price. Hi, I'm Scott from Scotch Recreation.
We're starting our end of season sale now. We have over 300 campers in stock and every unit is on sale, even the 2020s. Up to $16,000 off travel trailers, up to $30,000 off fifth wheels and motorhomes, up to $40,000 off toy haulers. Ask about our bi-weekly payment program to save you even more money.
Financing available, trades welcome.
Scott's Recreation, Turner and Manchester, Maine.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Seasons Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs.
Moody's Collision Centers, now with 7 convenient locations. Gorham, Scarborough, Biddeford, Portland, Sanford, Lewiston, and now South Portland. Visit us at moodyscollision.com.
here with the winner, Tony Ricky. And to some people sitting in those stands, you just won a 75-lap race at Beech Ridge. No, I mean a big deal, but tell us how big of a deal it is.
This is my Oxford 250. I mean, for people from Maine, that's the only way I can put it. I love modifieds. That's what I've always wanted to race. I've been coming to this race since 2006, and this is the one I've wanted to win, you know, and we've been so close so many times and had good pieces and just to fall short, you know, and tonight, you know, I was hearing all the gremlins just waiting for something to go wrong or a late race caution and something happened, because something's always happened to me here at this race, but man, it was hooked up, it was good.
You grew up here. You sat in those stands. Your dad, you know, was involved in the sport. Your uncle raced. You went into the Thursday Thunder program. As soon as you graduated from that, it was open wheel modifieds, and you've traveled all over New England. But like you said, there's nothing like coming back to your home track. And I don't think I've seen a much more popular win between competitors that race here weekly, competitors that race on the tour, and fans that came out. There's a big fan base here supporting you tonight, and you backed it up.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think I'm kind of likable guy, you know, and you know, I've been around, and you know, I work on super late malls for a living, take care of Trevor's stuff, you know. I've been coming out here since I was a little kid, and you're right, I mean, modifieds that's where I've always wanted to be, you know, and that's tough when you live in Westbrook, Maine. I mean, that's, you know, everybody races super late malls around here, and we only come here once a year, and you know, every time we fall just a little bit short, I think about it for 52 weeks. You know, where did we go wrong? What do we got to do the next time we go back? And it was no different this year. I mean,
no, absolutely.
You know, and you know, I second guess myself all day, like what do we got to do, and just nervous. And I was a wreck all day because I just so used to something going wrong here when we come here.
Well, you're going to wake up tomorrow with a dream finally accomplished. Put in the modified in Victory Lane here at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. So congratulations to Tony Ricky, the kid from Westbrook, Maine, that grew up sitting in those grandstands, watching the heroes, watching the modifieds, dreaming one day of sitting here in Victory Lane, being interviewed in front of all them people, and you did it tonight, Tony. So congratulations from all of us.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That interview said it all, how much that race meant to that young man. And the family, the fan base. When you grow up at a track and you love a division and that division goes away, you wonder what you're going to do. He chased the division. He chased the dream. He got modified racing. He's run some super late model races over the year. Never where his heart was. That young man's heart was always in an open wheel modified, and that young man always wanted to win that race. This past Saturday, he did it, and they're probably still on the front stretch celebrating. They were so excited. His fans, his family, his son, his wife, his crew. You know, it's nice when you have a goal and you obtain it. It doesn't matter what it is, you attain it. And this past Saturday, Tony Ricky did that. So congratulations to him, the entire team, and everybody involved with that number 20, as they were the class of the field, the MR race at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back and wrap up this week's episode of Mainly Motorsports.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's co-worker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Legendary race car driver Bentley Warren is putting Arundel on the map. When Bentley's Saloon opened in 2004, it was just a little bar room on the side of the road. Today we have a giant saloon with live music, dancing, and great food and drink indoors and out. We're always looking to meet new friends and have a good old time. There's always something exciting going on at Bentley's. That's why we like to say, who has more fun than us? We do!
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Patman himself, just letting you know that Patman's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
You heard me talk about Mainly Motorsports Night coming up August 17th. What I consider the top division, the toughest division in the state of Maine, the late models from Wiscasset. They rolled out almost 30 late models for a Saturday night event this past week. Great racing, side-by-side racing, guys coming from the back to the front, battling to be in the top 5, top 10. A familiar name comes out on top, a familiar family name out on top. I'm excited to get up there on August 17th, as this will be the highlight division that night. The late models will be in attendance, and they'll be once again putting on a great race. So I encourage you to get up there on the 17th. We want to give you a little teaser, a little taste of what you're going to see up there on August 17th. The late models from Wiscasset Speedway, the wood pellet warehouse late models. So enjoy the highlights. We'll see you next time right here on Mainely Motorsports.
50 laps tonight for the wood pellet warehouse late model sportsmen. Here they come. Green flag is out. Down the back chute they go. Everyone even up on the front row. Alexander inside, Bolton outside. Neither driver giving up. Further back in the field, and we've got a few cars stacked up down there.